Hello, everyone. It's time for Vantage Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 465, season 19. Today's date is August 16th, 2025. Welcome to the show. Yeah, looking forward to this. On today's program, I'm going to talk about the history of the Uptown Theater that was located in the Uptown neighborhood of Chicago, of course. And I will read off a menu from the Beverly Woods Restaurant that was located on the south side of Chicago. And that was there for almost 63 years. It's a long time. Before I get started, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Stouffer's Crepes. They were frozen, and then you heat them up like that. Sounds delicious. So this commercial is from 1977. So sit back and relax. Let's go back to the 1970s, boogie down, and listen to the commercial for Stouffer's Crepes. And I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
When dinner's done and it's close to 8, we have an apple streusel crepe. Because Stouffer's brings them home.
Somebody must have had a hunch that we love mushroom crepes for lunch. Stouffer's brings them home.
Introducing crepes from Stouffer's. 7 different kinds. For meals, desserts, whenever you like.
Beef burgundy crepes, a glass of wine. Now we enjoy them anytime because Stouffer's brings crepes home.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Stouffer's Crepes. They came out in the mid-1970s. I found an ad for Stouffer's Crepes. They come in delicious recipes. Beef burgundy, chicken with mushroom sauce, ham and Swiss and cheese, and with cream sauce. Or there were others, so I don't know how many were there. So, that sounded very good. Well, let's see. I found another ad. Let's take a look at this. Maybe have some more. Maybe. No, that's it. Okay. Never mind. All right. So, I never had these. Sounded very good. And I love crepes. I really do. And Stouffer's, they were famous for their frozen French bread pizza. That was good. It was crunchy and delicious. They're still around. I wonder if Lincoln's Cuisine's still around. I used to eat that. It was pretty good. It was all right. But it was so small. I was still hungry. That was the problem. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Lean. Anyway, so the company's still around, and they make wonderful things. Their lasagna is good. I've had it once. All right. In the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the history of the Uptown Theater and also read a menu from the Beverly Woods Restaurant. Before I get started, talk about my health real quickly. As everyone knows, the PSA's gone down. That's good news. I have 6 more chemos to go. Next one is September 2nd. We'll see what happens. I met the urologist Thursday. I didn't post this on Facebook because I'm not kind of embarrassed, but you see, I have a leakage problem. So I wear diapers. So I have to change 2 or 3 times a day. It's very embarrassing. It's not something I'm proud of, but it happens to when you have prostate cancer, when you have surgery. It could be cured by itself or not. You probably have this for the rest of your life. So I discussed it with him, and he says there's a way to stop it, and there's an operation. And they put it's called a sphincter. I can't pronounce it. They put a valve in your scrotum to control it. This will stop. He asked me, what do you think? And I said, yeah, I want to stop, but I'm kind of scared because of... Anyway, so I wanted to stop. Then, so he asked me, can you think about it? I said, yes, I will think about it. And so I'm going to wait till November. So I got to wear 3 more months with because he's not 100% sure that it's going to that I need this thing, but it looks like it. So I'll make my decision. I probably will do this. I will get the surgery done, and that will stop. It's outpatient. It takes an hour, and I'll probably have it for the rest of my life. It lasts about 10 years, and then it'll have to be operated again. So this will control it. It can control me going to the bathroom like that because I change all the time. It's annoying. But he says, you're doing fine. There was some bleeding in the penis, but it subsided a little bit. He's told me to wait a while. Don't force yourself to have a bowel movement. Just take it easy, and I will. Okay. I'm sorry I'm revealing too much information. But that's what's happening, because almost everyone's interested. They want to know what's going on with my health. So I'm doing okay. There's no pain, so hopefully I'll get this done with the chemo about probably December, I'm thinking, because I go every 3 weeks. So next one is September 2nd. October, I probably go twice. November, maybe, I don't know. So maybe November or December, I'll be done. I hope so. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, let's talk about the Uptown Theater. I saw a segment on Channel 9 on WGN yesterday in the morning news, and it was very interesting. And there was a man, he discussed about the Uptown Theater and its status. It's still closed. There were many attempts to reopen it, but everything fell through with COVID and all kind of finding investors. It costs a lot of money to renovate it and to, bring it back to life. I hope so someday. I don't see that happening, but it's stuck. It's just stuck, and it's a beautiful theater. I passed by it one day. I drove many years ago. I drove on Broadway, not Broadway Avenue. It's called North Broadway. Remember that. If you're in Chicago, it's called North Broadway. And I passed by the Uptown Theater. It looked beautiful. I wish I could go inside, but it's all boarded up, and it's just a mess. So I'll talk about the history of this. So the Uptown Theater was also known as the Balaban and Katz Uptown Theater. And it opened on 1925. I don't know August 18th, 1925. So its 100th anniversary will be, let's see, it's today 16, so Monday. Yeah, so that's good. And at one time, it was the largest theater in the United States. And it boasts about 4,381 seats. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it was just big as Radio City Music Hall in New York, So the address is 4816 North Broadway. That's by Lawrence. And from what I understand, the decor was beautiful, very plush, very pristine, and it was beautiful. And the architect was George Rapp. That was the man's name. He did that. So it was billed as an acre of seats in a magic city. And when it opened, it was accompanied by a parade. They had 200 floats. They had a grand ball at the Harmon's Arcadia in Uptown. It was another place. And there were over 12,000 people that stood in line to be their first audience. I don't know what was playing there. Not sure. At first, they had stage shows. So they had a staff about over 100 people. They had an orchestra, a nurse, a fireman, if something bad happens, hopefully it didn't. At first they had vaudeville acts. If, young people today don't know what vaudeville is, they did comedy sketches, dancing, told jokes and all that. And it is, I believe it's on the Landmark Historic Registers. I think it is. So And they did play movies there. Yeah, they did play movies. And then they did stage shows, but that ended about in the 1940s. And then they brought it back, and then it was revived, and then they stopped. They didn't do that anymore. And then they continued to show movies in the 50s and the 60s. There was a TV show called Queen of for a Day. That was from the 50s. I remember seeing this. Saw clips of it, and it was filmed at the Uptown with a live audience. I wish it was a show. I could find a show and watch this. Then as time went on, people didn't go to the movies much, and then it just declined. And then in the 1970s, it was revived as a music venue, which means they brought concerts, indoor concerts like that. And let's see. So they showed that, and they brought music. There was a friend of mine, he just mentioned this morning that he saw Genesis there in 1978. Wow, that's kind of cool. And there was also Grateful Dead. It was Jay Giles' band. They were the last band that performed there. Freeze frame, doom, doom, freeze frame, doom, doom. Centerfold like that. Okay, and then so it closed in the winter of 1981, and somehow the owner of the place made a mistake. He turned off the heat of the place. I don't know why he did that. And it caused a frozen water pipe to burst, and then it caused a lot of extensive damage inside. And they tried to repair it and all that. And later on years, there was vandalism and outside, inside. You get the idea. So ever since it closed in 1981, they used scenes in the movies, like, for example, Backdraft. Remember that movie with the fireman? And there was I Love Trouble that starred with Julia Roberts. And they also used Home Alone 2. I don't know why. They lost in New York. And wow, that's funny. So in the 90s, there was a group of people. They tried to, persuade owners to donate and then trying to fix everything. They tried very much like that. So what the problem is, they trying to, fix it. And then in August 2013, the movie Transformers, you remember that? The fourth movie, they filmed scenes in there. So they do film, people from Hollywood film movie scenes in that, like that, which is nice. So in 2018, it was announced that we're going to set that $75 million will be set to restore the theater, and they started working, but they didn't complete it. So in about 4 years ago, they stopped, and it takes a lot of money. A lot of money to fix this thing. We need a huge, somebody with like a billionaire or more billionaires to fund this and bring the theater back to life. And I hope so, because it's a gorgeous theater. It really is. And this will help the neighborhood, and, going to a movie palace like that, it would be amazing. Channel 11 made a documentary about that, and I wish I could see it. I wanted to watch. I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I wanted to see that. So, hopefully, I don't know what they're going to plan for the 100th anniversary. I have no idea what they're going to do. We'll see about that. So if it does open someday, I would like to go see it. I really would. I love movie palaces. They're gorgeous. There were so many back in the day, a long time, like the 30s and the 40s, like like there's the patio up on Irving Park and Portage Park. There were a few on the west side. I think the Marlboro, I think that's what it's called, or the Paradise Theater. Maybe I should do a podcast episode about that. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun. Talk about movie palaces. That's an interesting subject. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. All right. So that's it for the Uptown. Right now, I'll take a break, and when I come back, I'm going to read a menu from the Beverly Woods Restaurant that was located on the south side of Chicago. I think it was Morgan Park or Beverly. I'll find out. Okay. So just sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
Magical silvery screen, hi oh heart, etch a sketch, turn the dials and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, your fun time starts with etch a sketch. A line appears magically, shaking upside down, it's all you'll see. Oh heart, etch a sketch, a magical drawing toy. That's oh heart, etch a sketch, almost everyone can enjoy. Yeah, oh heart. Etch a sketch in red or blue, or hide into the boundary of color for you. Oh, heart, etch a sketch. Draw anything your mind can see, anywhere you have to be. Oh, heart, etch a sketch.
Okay, everyone, back. I hope you enjoyed that break. I apologize. There's a couple more things I want to talk about the Uptown Theater. The first movie that premiered was a film called The Lady Who Lied. It starred Louis Stone and Virginia Valley, and they had a stage presentation. It was called Under Spanish Skies. Okay. And so it's amazing, you know. So like I said before, hopefully soon, if it does open, I don't know, maybe I would go see it. I would love to see it. Take pictures. It'd be kind of cool. Okay. Right now I'm going to talk about the Beverly Woods Restaurant, excuse me. So that was bad. The restaurant was located at 115th 32 Southwestern Avenue in Morgan Park. Okay. The owner at the time, his name was Bill McGann at the time. So let's see. According to the article, Block Club Chicago, it closed in 2017. So it was there for 63 years. So I'm thinking, when did it open like that? Let's see. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out when I'm talking. So probably long time. My math is bad. So when it was announced it was closed, a lot of people were very disappointed because they lived in the area and they loved the food, and they had a banquet hall. They had their weddings there, baptisms, graduations, you know, any special occasions that are. So then it just declined as time went on. So the owner, Mr. McGann, said, yeah, it's time to move on. So he decided to close. What's there now? It's a pain and spine center. So you go if you hurt your back or you're in pain. So at least it's not vacant. So it's occupied. So that's good. Okay. All right. So if you drive by Western Avenue in the Morgan Park neighborhood, and if you see that place, that was the Beverly Woods Restaurant. Okay. So, you know, I've never been to this place. I wish I did. So according to my math, this opened in 1954, in the 50s. Okay. So I have a menu, and it is from, I believe, from the 50s. I believe it is. So I'm going to pull it up. And here we go. Here we go. Now we got so I have the menu. It was a la carte. At the top of the menu, it said, may we suggest martini, Manhattan, old-fashioned, or whiskey sour? Oh, very nice. Not a fan of martinis. It's okay. Old-fashioned, I'm not a big shot drinker. Not really. Ouzo, people ask me, well, you're Greek. Do you drink ouzo? I go, yeah, but it's very strong. Or tsipuro. Oof, that's worse. I don't do that. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see what we got here. Let me move it down a bit. Okay, here we go. So the a la carte menu, the category is under Beverly Woods specials. So it's steak sandwich, garlic toast, French fries, salad bowl. It costs $1.75. Tomato stuffed with chicken salad. I'm not a fan of tomatoes, but this sounds good. As most people, it really does. Broiled hamburger patty, garlic toast, French fries, salad bowl. So the chicken salad was $1.25. This was $1. Okay, you get my drift. 2 fried eggs, smoked country ham, French fries, $1.25. Jack's special. I don't know who Jack is. Who was? I'm sorry. So it was a Jack special sandwich. Open face, sliced chicken, Swiss cheese, crisp bacon, sliced tomato, sliced hard-boiled egg, lettuce, served on rye bread with Thousand Island dressing. That's not bad. That sounds good. Not the tomato and not the rye bread. I'm not a fan of rye bread. Sandwiches, they had jumbo hamburger, salad, French fries. The side order is French fries, but if there's a different side, I'll mention it. So it's barbecue beef. First it's jumbo hamburger, then it's barbecue beef, then fresh baked cured ham. Those 3 cost 75 cents. Combination baked ham and Swiss cheese. It costs $1. Chicken salad served with potato chips that cost 75 cents, and chicken club salad sandwich. $1.25. The club sandwich was more expensive. Yeah. They had barbecue ribs that cost $2.25. Pan fried spring chicken, excuse me, $2.25, and grilled ham steak $2.25. Those 3 items cost that. Broiled filet mignon $3. Okay, imagine what you pay for filet mignon now. Ooh. I won't get into that. That costs $3. Broiled club steak $3. Large T-bone steak 2 pounds, $4. Pan fried walleye pike, that's $2.25. That's cheaper than the steak. French fried jumbo shrimp with hot sauce, $2. And broiled twin lobster tail with drawn butter, $3.25. Oh, okay, makes sense. So you have a side order of potatoes, salad bowl, garlic bread, or rolls. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it really sounds yummy. Okay. The appetizers were like small shrimp cocktail that cost 50 cents, large frosted shrimp cocktail, 95 cents. Kentucky limestone lettuce, choice of salad dressing, 35 cents. Okay, and here's my favorite part. It's dessert. Dessert, fresh baked pies, 25 cents. Strawberry shortcake with whipped cream, 35 cents. I love that. Oh, that sounds good. Chocolate or strawberry parfait, 40 cents. Ice cream or sherbet, 25 cents. And camembert cheese, 35 cents. And Liederkranz cheese, 35 cents. I never had Liederkranz. Never had it. No, I never had it. I wish I did. Let's see what else. So it's a shame that closed because I've heard what I said before. It seemed like a very popular place. It sounded like a lot of fun. I guess not. So, okay, that was a short menu, very short indeed. So I remember I posted a photo a long time ago about the Beverly Woods Restaurant, and a lot of people had memories of that. One person mentioned on X, Twitter, that the bread was fantastic. It smelled so good, and it tasted so good. That sounds amazing. It really does. Okay. All right, so that's it for this show. Let me do a recap of what I talked about. I talked about the history of the Uptown Theater, which was located at 4816 North Broadway in the Uptown neighborhood, of course. And I also read a menu from the 1950s, the Beverly Woods Restaurant that was located at 11532 Southwestern Avenue in the Morgan Park neighborhood. Okay. This podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are found: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast, Podbean, what's the other one? Good Pods. Any apps you have on your phone, your tablet, just tap on those, tap follow, you receive a notification. You can listen to those. The rest of the episodes are listed there. Also be published on my blog, vanishchicagoland.blog. If you sign up with your email, you'll receive a notification, I believe, and then all the episodes are there. Also, it's on my YouTube channel, and again and again and again, people always ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where do I find podcasts? I want to listen to your podcast. Listen on YouTube. It is there. Do a search. Type in Vanish Chicagoland Stories. Or my name, Pete Costanis. You will find it. Click subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. All the episodes are there. You can listen anywhere on your tablets. On TV, if you have YouTube, you can also stream it on Spotify. You can do that. If you can listen to your car, if you have CarPlay, you could do that. You can listen to my podcast. Also, be sure to have my social media accounts: Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Instagram. What else? TikTok and Threads. Okay, and they'll have the links. Oh, that was fun. Okay. So today, I would probably do I might do a video tomorrow. I did a video last week, not last week, a few days ago. It was my first live stream video on YouTube. I talked about the 60th anniversary of Ford City. That went very well. I had a lot of compliments. They like to see me talk. So I might do one tomorrow. I have an idea what I would talk about. Something very, very nostalgic and they'll make a lot of people happy, I believe. So I'll probably do that. If not, then I'll do another podcast. But I believe I'll do another video. Okay. So this is Pete Costanis, your host of Vanish Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. It's a hot weekend. I will be going to the Fan Expo comic book convention in about a few hours. I'm going to spend the afternoon there, and then I'm going to my church festival tonight for dinner. I'm going to meet some people, and I will do again tomorrow. I will go there on Sunday. Okay, so everyone stay cool. So here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our favorite person in the whole wide world, the Chicago legend Ray Rayner, with his traveling music saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and to my Greek family and friends, Yassas, That means goodbye, and I'll see you sometime. Okay, take care, everyone, and so long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.